here in this second quarter of play. 1:33 to go, second quarter, 36-18 Corydon on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lindemann with it in the front court, gives it up to Murphy on the right wing, back out to Lindemann to Murphy against this Rebel zone. Cross court now to Hudson Withers, volleyball line on the left, cross court back to Murphy in the right corner. Takes it up now to the arc, out to Lindemann between the rings. He'll take it to the left elbow, out to Withers in the left corner. Hudson drives it into the paint, throws it cross court to McCarty. Off the deflection, got it right wing. Bounces it out to Murphy, who's back in there. Devin with it left wing, straight away to Withers. Lines up a three. Rolls off back of the rim. And a foul is whistled here, and I think it's going to go on the Rebels this time. Evan Bennett, by the way, is in for the first time tonight. He is a 6'4 junior for Corydon Central, averaging 1.5 points per game in 15 games this season. Foul is on Weston Maley of South Central. That'll be his second. And that'll be the team's second of the quarter on the Rebels. 59 seconds left here in the quarter. Inbound to Murphy. Pass. He lays it up and in left side off the inbound for his 7th point.
Grant found him on that cut to the baseline.
Great execution on the inbound. 38-18. Panthers lead is 20. First time that's happened tonight. It's that would actually be Condor handling it out front, out to the left wing. Wilson, and he rims in a three. Burying that for his second tray of the night, his 8th point. 38-21, down to the final 30 seconds until halftime here at Rebel Gym. Grant Lindemann with the front court, right side, out to Murphy in the corner, around to Lindemann, out to Bennett. Evan gets it on the left wing to Gruber, cross court to Murphy. Ball got deflected, knocked away. Wilson comes out of there with it. Final 15 seconds of the quarter, up the floor to Condor. Fakes right corner, kicks it up to the wing to Hobbs. Open three, short, front of the rim. Murphy runs down the rebound. Gets it out on the right wing. Devin jaunts up the floor. Final 4 seconds of the quarter. Murphy pulls up straightaway three. Hits it from 24 feet away to close out the first half of play.
He's a shooter.
Goodness. Shooters keep shooting. He'd missed 3 or 4 in a row before that from the outside, but he buries that to give the Panthers a 20-point margin going into halftime on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It's 41-21. Corydon Central leading South Central at the break. Coming up, we'll have first half stats and analysis from this South Harrison School Corporation rivalry matchup. And if we have time, we'll update you on other games going on around the area tonight as well. 41-21, Corydon Central leading rival South Central here at halftime. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Real country, pure country.
96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corydon, Paoli.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany. Are you ready to build your future? At Prosser, you'll explore 29 hands-on, high-wage programs, from aviation to culinary, welding to cybersecurity, all designed to launch real careers or college success. Prosser is located at 4202 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana. Need help? Call our main office at 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today to learn more. Prosser, where your future begins.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Well, we've reached halftime here at Rebel Gym on the campus of South Central Junior Senior High School here in the town of Elizabeth. Southeastern Harrison County tonight is the place to be if you are affiliated with the South Harrison School Corporation rivalry. And so far, it has been the Corydon Central Panthers who have controlled the matchup to this juncture out to a 41-21 lead here on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here at the halftime break. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. And we're glad to have you with us tonight here on 96.9 WKLO. Our apologies for getting out of the gate a little slow tonight here at South Central, but we're glad to get this out to you tonight. Those of you who are not able to travel down to Elizabeth tonight, and we appreciate you tuning into our broadcast as always. And so far, the Panthers out to a really good start. Coach Joseph Hinton, talking before the game, said he was very pleased with the intensity and the attention to detail that he saw on the defensive end last Saturday against Brownstown Central. Well, sure, he's pretty happy overall with the effort to this point. Panthers kind of hit a little bit of a lull there in that second quarter of play against this South Central team. The Rebels not really able to take advantage of that as they go into halftime, the trailer here tonight. Again, the score 41-21 here at halftime here inside Rebel Gym. Let's take a look at the first half scoring and shooting numbers for both teams. And we will start with the Rebels here tonight. So far for South Central, their young team playing against a more experienced Corydon squad tonight, certainly has shown at times here through the first two quarters of play. But they've been pretty balanced. South Central has been a relatively balanced team throughout the course of the season. Their leading scorer so far is Garrett Wilson. He so far has 8 points in this contest. He got 2 there in the first quarter off of a drive and then buried a couple of threes there in the second quarter of play. Wilson has 8 points to his credit so far for the South Central Rebels here in this first half of play. Meantime, for the rest of the Rebels in the first half, Talon Reeser didn't score any in the first quarter, but was certainly a problem for the Panthers defensively and on the glass. He had 6 points all in the second quarter, a pair of free throws and a couple of baskets, one of which came off of an offensive rebound. So Reeser has 6 so far. Heath Faree had all 4 of his points in the first quarter. He knocked down the first 2 points of the game at the free throw line for South Central. Then he got another basket later, so he's got 4 points. Lucas Hobbs has not been able to connect from the floor very well at all so far. He made a 3 in that first quarter of play, and that's all he's been able to do in scoring for the Rebels. Dallas Hess, Weston Maley, Will Archibald, and Peyton Condor all saw time in that first half. None of those guys scored for the Rebels, though. The Rebels were just 3 of 12 shooting in the first quarter. They were just 4 of 13 in the second quarter of play. And so far, they have made just a total of 7 out of 25 from the floor, and that, of course, good for 28%. This is a team that's been shooting at a 45% clip throughout the course of the season here in Elizabeth. And so the Rebels struggling with that so far here on their home court tonight as they trail in this matchup. Meantime, for the three-point shooting, the Rebels 1 of 3 in the first quarter, 2 of 6 in the second. They are 3 out of 9 from behind the arc. And Jack Feather. And first half play. a little bit of a connection problem there, but it looks like we're back now. Sorry about that. Devin Murphy and Jack Fessel have each scored 10 to lead the Panthers here in the first half. JoJo McCarty has scored 7, got a 3 there in the second quarter with 2 baskets in the first quarter. Hudson Withers and Grant Lindeman both made a 3 and a 2 there in the first quarter. Grant and Hudson both have 5 points. JoJo's got 7. Ben Groover, 4 points, a 2 in the first, a 2 in the second. He's got 4 points so far, as the Panthers have held South Central to 7 of 25 shooting for 28% over the first 2 quarters so far. As far as Corydon goes shooting, 17 out of 29. They were spectacular from the floor in that first half of play as far as their shooting percentage is concerned. The Panthers well north of 50%. I'll calculate that here real quick. They are 59% shooting, 17 of 29 in the first half. 3-point shooting, 3 of 8 in the first quarter, 2 out of 4 in the second, a total of 5 out of 12 from behind the arc, good for 42%. And they were 2 out of 5 at the free throw line, 40% in that first half of play. Panthers led 27-9 at the end of one, and they outscored South Central 14-12 in the second to take the lead to 41-21 here at halftime. As for the rebounding, the Panthers winning that matchup 18-12 over the Rebels so far. The Rebels had 3 offensive rebounds in that total of 12. Talon Reeser, 7 rebounds. He comes in as the leading rebounder, averaging 5.3 on the season. He had 7 in that first half. 3 of those were on the offensive side of the floor. Garrett Wilson, 3 defensive rebounds. Heath Faree and Dallas Hess both had 1 rebound for the Rebels, 12 total, 3 offensive. For Corydon Central, 18 rebounds, 6 of those on the offensive end. JoJo McCarty led the team in that category, 7 rebounds, 3 offensive. Ben Groover, 4 rebounds, 2 on the offensive end. 2 rebounds for Devin Murphy, both defensive, same for Hunter Seacat. Grant Lindeman had an offensive rebound. Jack Fessel and Hudson Withers each collected a defensive rebound for the Panthers in that first half. 18 total, 6 on the offensive end. Turnover-wise, South Central has 5. Compare that to 6 for the Panthers. Panthers a little sloppy with the basketball in that first half by comparison to the rest of the season. The Rebels had 3 assists on 7 made shots. Garrett Wilson, Talon Reeser, and Will Archibald all dished out 1 assist in that first half of play. By the way, Evan Bennett saw time for the Panthers, as did Hunter Seacat. They did not score. The Panthers had 11 assists on 17 made shots. Jack Fessel, 4, led the way there. Ben Groover, 3 assists. Grant Lindeman, 2, and JoJo McCarty, 2 in that first half of play. We'll take one more break. We'll come back. Third quarter coming up next here from Rebel Gym in Elizabeth, where Corydon Central leads 41-21 over South Central. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball here on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat low-fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Third quarter about to get started here at Rebel Gym on the campus of South Central Junior Senior High School in Elizabeth, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Corydon Central up 41-21 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. And Devin Murphy and Jack Fessel, co-leaders with 10 points apiece for the Panthers so far. And for South Central, again, Garrett Wilson, the leading scorer with 8 points. So we'll see how the Panthers do in the second half. And we'll see if they can try to put together another consistent stretch here and keep South Central behind the 8 ball. It'll be Rebel basketball to start the second half. They're in the home white uniforms, red letters and numbers with a red trim on the jersey. And for Corydon Central, road black uniforms, white letters and numbers, trimmed in old gold with the old gold trim on the jersey. South Central going left to right, Corydon right to left here in the second half. Garrett Wilson drives it and got a slip. The pivot foot kind of got out from under him as he took it to the right side of the lane right there at that third hash mark there in the paint. So it will be a turnover back over to the Panthers, and just the sixth turnover for the young Rebels,
Yeah.
considering how much pressure they endured in that first half. They did a good job taking care of the basketball.
They've done a good job taking care of it.
And it's McCarty to Murphy, left corner three. Can't get that to go, but McCarty grabs the rebound, kicks it out to Devin on the left wing. He's open. Now he goes cross-court to Lindemann, right corner three. Bingo for Grant Lindemann, his second triple of the night. He's got 8 points. And it is now a 23-point lead for Corydon Central. Wilson answer on the other end. He
nice
cams
shot.
that one from the left wing, way outside.
Nice shot.
He was about 24 feet, give or take, outside there. Both teams going back with starting lineups. Garrett Wilson, Lucas Hobbs, Talon Reeser, Heath Faree, and Dallas Hess for the Rebels. The Panthers, meanwhile, Lindemann, Murphy, Fessel, McCarty, and Gruber. There's a nice cut from JoJo. Gruber finds him left baseline to the left side of the basket. McCarty converts the basket and looks to get to his 10th point of the night if he can complete the old-fashioned three-point play. 46-24, now the tally in favor of the Panthers on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Their cheer block across the way, getting a little vociferous over there. Free throw, McCarty, long off the back of the rim. Fessel flies in to grab the rebound. JoJo just not finding the free throw stroke tonight. Lindemann got it out top, went to Murphy, who took it inside the arc, right wing, 15 feet away. Murphy back out to the sideline right to Fessel, corner three, off the glass, right corner. Hobbs trying to save it on the left baseline, but he stepped out of bounds, and the Panthers will get another shot at it here. Corydon 5 out of 12 in the first half from behind the arc. They start this quarter 1 of 3, so they're 6 out of 15 now for 40% from the outside. Murphy wide open, left wing. 3 is up. Yep, you got it.
Gave him way too much time.
Splash City for Devin Murphy, his 13th point of the night, 49-24. You certainly can't give him that much time to load up. Here's Wilson taking it down to the right side, under the basket, kicks out for a corner three. Reeser, and he buries that one from the left side. Talon Reeser, not big three-point shooter, only 3 of 8 coming in, but he gets that for his 9th point. 49-27, 6:12 to go here in the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Panthers moving the ball around. Lindemann up top, out to Murphy. Deep three, right wing. He's on now. His 4th tray of the night. He's got 16. All he needs to do is see one go in.
Yep. He's lethal.
Up the floor with it is South Central's Heath Faree. The freshman takes it right side. Sounds like there was some contact there. Lindemann providing a bump there as he tried to go down to the right block. The foul on Grant. That'll be his second personal. That'll be the team's first of the second half. And it'll be a substitution. Dallas Hess will check out. In for him is Weston Maley. Maley, a freshman guard, averaging 2.5 points in 12 games this year. The inbound is long. Reeser had to save it to Hobbs, and that would have been an over and back because they caught it in the front court. Hobbs with it to the right wing, and he's going to be called for a travel. A slight drag of the pivot foot at the free throw line. Ever so slight.
Yeah. He just pulled it enough to get the call.
That's now 2 turnovers in this quarter for the Rebels. And again, they had 5 in the first half, so not a good start in that regard. A team that, for as young as they are, they average 15.6 a game. Lindemann pulls a right wing 3, left that one off the front rim, rebound to the Rebels, and it's Faree who comes out of there with it. He'll lob it up the floor to Wilson, left wing, takes it above the corner, back out to Faree, spins off Gruber, drives inside, layup way off the mark, missed it off the glass. McCarty got the rebound, but Talon Reeser, again, with that hustle, he ties it up, and the possession arrow, fortunately for the Panthers, going to stay in their direction as they hold on to a 52-27 lead at 5:22 here in the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It's Lindemann across midcourt. Dishes it over to Murphy on the left wing. Back out to Lindemann now above the volleyball line. Right wing McCarty to Grant to Devin. Left side 3 on the way. That one's off the side of the rim. Devin tries to run it down, does. Saves it into Ben Gruber. Free throw line to McCarty. Touch pass down low to Jack Fessel. Turns, left the shot short. Got his own rebound. Goes up a second time again short. But Gruber, for the third chance, goes up and lays it in. Reverse side from left to right. And all of a sudden, the Panthers have stretched that lead to 54-27. 4:45 to go in the third. Here's a 3 lined up and buried. Lucas Hobbs, only his second made basket of the night. Both of them trays. He's got 6 now, and the lead is down to 24 with 4:35 to go here in the third. Hudson Withers coming off the bench for the Panthers, set to check into this matchup. Murphy gets it from Lindemann, top of the key, down to the corner to Grant. He drops it off to Gruber, goes up, missed the layup. Fessel there for the tip, up and in left side of the rim. Jack Fessel's got a dozen. The lead is up to 56-30, 4:15 to go. Panthers' offensive rebounding has improved a lot so far. Here's a drive. Faree can't get the layup to go. McCarty might have influenced it. Rebound to Murphy. Up the floor now to Jack. He'll go coast to coast, and he'll lay it up and in softly off the right side window.
His hang time is unbelievable.
His athleticism is just so spectacular. On the other end, Reeser, right side of the lane, out to Wilson, right corner, airballed the three, over to Murphy on the weak side on the left baseline. Devin gets it to Grant Lindeman. Grant pushes it up the floor to McCarty, left corner. Good close out there for Wilson. McCarty drives it now into Talon Reeser, left block, around him, Lindeman, corner three, hits it from the right side. Grant's got 11, and the Panthers are running away with this one now, 61-30, 3.5 minutes to go in the third. South Central hold from the floor. Here's a three, and it's off the mark. Faree missing it off the back of the rim from the top of the key. It trickles out of bounds into the right corner. Back to the Panthers. Hunter Seacat and Hudson Withers both into the contest for the Panthers now. JoJo McCarty will check out, as will Grant Lindeman. The Rebels, meanwhile, go to their bench. They take Lucas Hobbs out. Peyton Condor in for the first time here in the third quarter. The freshman guard averaging 2.2 points a game. A dangerous pass there. Withers going to Fessel right side, but Heath Faree knocks it into the scorer's table out of bounds. It'll be Heath Faree, Peyton Condor, as well as Talon Reeser, and then you've also got Weston Maley on the floor. Let's see, Faree, and then Wilson. Garrett Wilson's the fifth on the floor. 3:10 to go in the quarter. Nice pass from Groover to Fessel, a little out in front. He still got it. Turns around, 15-footer right side. That one's off the heel of the rim, and Reeser is there to collect another rebound for the Rebels. Up the floor now to Wilson across timeline right side. Wilson takes it down to the wing. 61-30 Panthers. 2:53 left in the third quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. To the right wing to Condor, into the corner to Wilson. His three, again, an air ball. Withers grabbing the rebound on that side. Up to Murphy. Wing three. Missed it off the front of the rim from the right wing. Groover runs down the rebound left baseline. And then gave it up to Withers. He lobbed it to Murphy. The tip rolls off the right side of the rim. Rebels get the rebound. And then a foul as Wilson advances it across the timeline. The foul will be a block on Ben Groover for the Panthers. The junior at 6'3". That'll be his second, team's second of the quarter with 2:32 left here in the third. On the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, Lindeman is in. Jack Fessel back out of the contest for the Panthers. Jack will go to the bench with 14 points to his credit so far. Panthers have already scored 20 points in the quarter, by the way. Here's a drive. Missed layup, and Murphy gets the rebound. Faree tried to go up with it from 5 feet away. Devin has it into the front court now to Lindeman at half court. Takes it right side, drives it down low. What a move! Drive. And he's in for the layup, and his eighth point of the quarter, 13th on the night. 63-30, 2:04 to go third quarter. Here's a drive baseline. Condor, left side, gets it out to Maley in the right corner. Up to the wing now. Fake. Faree pulls up. 17-foot jumper. Can't get it to go. Groover gets the rebound, saved into Talon Reeser, left baseline. He threw it into Hunter Seacat. He couldn't get it. Lost it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Rebels. Groover will check out, as will Murphy. Evan Bennett and JoJo McCarty in now. Evan, of course, a 6'4 junior, averaging 1.5 points per game in 15 games this season. Inbound from the E of Rebels, left baseline, out to the wing now to Faree. Condor throwing it there out to Wilson, and he's fouled before the three could come up. Foul was going to be on Hunter Seacat of the Panthers. That'll be the first on Hunter tonight, the junior guard at 6'1", averaging 1.9 points per game. Team's third of the quarter. Inbound, Condor throws it into the corner on the left side to Faree. Heath Faree drives it into the paint. Goes up with the runner. Couldn't get it to go. Off the heel of the cylinder. Rebound to McCarty.
JoJo's got 10 rebounds.
And he's got 9 points. One more basket, a double-double for him. Lindeman with it, right side front court. Panthers one basket away from putting the running clock on. Kick to Seacat, corner three right side. That won't go. Rebound, McCarty up. Couldn't get it to go off the back of the rim from the left side of the basket. Oh, boy. JoJo got to get a free throw here. He's 0 for 4 on the night. He draws the foul there on Weston Maley of South Central. His third, team's first or second of the quarter. JoJo needs to see one of these go in just to get that confidence boost back up. 9 points, 10 rebounds. Free throw, got that. He's got the double-double. That rolled in right off the front of the rim, and he's got one more. If he makes this, the Panthers will put a running clock on South Central on the road. Not something we quite expected to see tonight.
No.
Second free throw is good.
No, not at all, but they've worked hard.
Corydon's offensive rebounding has been the key here in the third quarter. Timeout called, or an official's timeout. Apparently we had an issue with the clock there for a moment. 1:23 to go. And going to take it up the length of the floor. South Central has Talon Reeser, Peyton Condor, as well as Weston Maley. Also have Heath Faree on the floor, and Garrett Wilson is still out there. It's Condor with it in the forecourt left side. Has it down to the corner, drives baseline. Seacat cuts him off, kicks it out to the corner now. Here's a drive. Reeser, he lost it on the way in. Grant Lindeman picks it up right under the basket. Grant advances it quickly up the floor, dishes it to Withers, right wing three. High archer, bingo, straight up, straight down with a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. The 8th point for Hudson Withers, 68-30, 53 seconds to go in the third. Up the floor, Wilson, right wing, takes it down toward the lane. Cut off, Withers strips it, Bennett steals it. Withers up the floor, gets it back, drives inside, draws contact, and that will be a foul on South Central. The clock's still running. It should stop on a foul. And this will be the 4th on Weston Maley of the Rebels. That'll be the team's third of the quarter. Clock finally stops with 31.5 seconds to go. And it's 68-30. Panthers shredding South Central here on the road. Free throw is up, and it's in for Hudson Withers. He gets his 9th point of the night. So if he gets this, that'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Panthers in double digits tonight. That is not an easy thing to do.
No, you know they're capable, but they played really well.
Wilson checks out, as does Maley. The free throw sunk again for Hudson. He now has 10, so that's 5 officially in double digits for the Panthers, who lead 70-30. 31.5 seconds. Foul on Maley actually will be his third now, we're being told. 70-30, 28 seconds to go in the quarter. South Central with it. The Panthers going to win this one. Seacat got turned around and fell down. And I don't know why the official blew the whistle. Apparently he fouled when he was falling down. Oh, my gosh.
One of those situations.
Man, that's tripping right there. Oh, my gosh. The foul on Hunter will be his second, team's 4th of the quarter. Team's 5th, actually. Apparently South Central's going to shoot free throws. It's just, I don't know what happened. He just got caught. His feet kind of got caught under him. And then he turned, he fell down, and I guess he got a piece of the wrist when he was falling. So
He didn't get his weight off his feet. That's a hard position to get out of.
that's about as awkward a fall as you'll ever see right there. Lucas Hobbs will go to the line. They're in the double bonus. He'll get 2 shots. Hobbs is a really good free throw shooter at 78%, 32 out of 41. Again, as a team, South Central entering this game 76%. For a team as young as they are an excellent free throw shooting team. One of the best anywhere in Southern Indiana just by percentage, and they get to the line quite a bit too, averaging 19.6 attempts per game. The first one is up and in for Hobbs. He's got his 7th point of the night. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter, 70-31 in favor of Corydon Central. They're on their way to making it back-to-back wins in the rivalry and winning here for the first time in 6 years. Second free throw down for Hobbs. He's got 8. Lead is down to 70-32 in favor of the Panthers. Lindeman up the floor with it. Left side, circles it around right, pitches it to JoJo McCarty. Takes it up top, gives it to Seacat. He lines up the 3. That one's off the back of the rim, hits again, misses. McCarty, offensive rebound, goes up. Another foul. This one will be on Heath Faree of South Central.
That's 12 for JoJo.
And he should get 2 shots here. They're going to have to reset the clock again. The clock should stop on fouls. That's going to be 2 on Heath Faree. I thought he was in the act of shooting. And they're just going to say that the clock expired, I guess. And they're just going to say after JoJo shoots the free throws that, clock should have stopped on the foul. But JoJo's going to go up there for 2 shots. He made his last 2. He got to his 11th point of the night. He's got 10 rebounds, already has a double-double. Free throw on the way for JoJo. There it is. He's on now. Got that shooting eye. He's now 3 out of 7 on the night. Again, he came in 60% on the year. He has been getting better as the season has gone along. Second free throw is up and in again for McCarty. That'll do it for the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It's Corydon Central 72, South Central 32, heading into the fourth. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. First Harrison is here to make it easy for local business owners with real estate loans, construction loans, SBA loans, lines of credit, treasury management, and merchant services. You will get competitive rates and fast local decisions. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984.
Well, sorry about that. Let run just a little too long, but the Corydon Central Panthers up by 40 going into the fourth and final quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Rebels circle it around right now. They've got Peyton Condor and Heath Faree with it. Faree has it on the right wing, gives it out to Lucas Hobbs, who's in there to start the quarter for the Rebels. Hobbs has it on the right side. Kick out left corner. Garrett Wilson, 3, missed it long. Rebound on the weak side to Lucas Hobbs for the offensive board. And Peyton Condor gets it on the kick out, and he knocks down a 3 from the right wing. First points of the night for Condor. Came in averaging 2.2 a game, and the lead is now 72-35 Panthers. Fessel driving it to the free throw line, tried to get it down to Seacat. Ball got away, saved in from Hobbs rather to Faree, who pushes off on Hudson Withers coming up the floor. And Lucas Hobbs will be nailed on the personal. This first of the quarter and third of the night on Hobbs. So Lucas Hobbs picking up that personal. Was not on Withers. 7:05 to go here in the opening quarter, or the fourth quarter, I should say, final frame of the night. Withers with it across the timeline. Hudson gives it up to the left side to Hunter Seacat. To Withers, lobbed into the corner left side. He'll drive, he'll pitch, and lay up there for Ben Groover on the right side of the basket for his 8th point.
Nice dish. Just handed it over to him.
Seacat, Murphy, Withers, and Fessel on the floor right now for this Corydon team. And a turnover for South Central. Withers going up to Fessel. Oh, the alley-oop, and Fessel going to be called for the technical for hanging on the rim.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, there was nobody under him. I think that's the key reason why he's going to get called for that one. By the way, he did not go up all that hard. He floated to the rim.
It's unbelievable, his jumping ability.
It's like in Star Wars when a Jedi has the Force sometimes. You just watch him go up effortlessly.
Just gets up.
Free throw up and down for Hobbs. He gets that for his 9th point. I like the idea there, but it just didn't quite pan out for the Panthers the way they hoped it would. 74-36 now, the tally. Second free throw is up and in. Hobbs goes 2 for 2, gets his 10th point, cuts the lead down to 74-37 as Corydon Central continues to outpace South Central here tonight. On their way to getting back-to-back wins in the rivalry. This will be their 22nd win in the last 24 attempts. South Central had won the last 2 here in this building back in there's a steal at midcourt. Condor threw it away. Groover goes up and he smashes it home with 2 hands. By the way, 6 in double digits for the Panthers now.
Wow.
Everybody in that top 6 is in double figures. That's 10 for Groover now. Here's a 3 for Faree. Straight up, straight down. Beautiful shot there from the left wing. I think this is the difference between a team in Corydon that's more experienced and a team in South Central that's young. They're talented, but they're just really young right now.
They're very talented.
Murphy, step back from the straightaway three for his 19th point. What a shot that was. 79-40. Goodness gracious sakes alive. Up the floor now. Here's a three from the left corner. Hobbs can't get that. Rebound out to Reeser. And he throws it out to Wilson, and he knocks down a 15-footer from the right side. Meanwhile, it's 79-43. Who got that one? Was it Withers?
Yes, Withers.
Hudson with that for his 13th point of the night. 82-43. It's getting hard to keep up with these guys on their shooting.
Threes on both ends.
Well, there's a long pass, and unfortunately it went awry, and then Murphy throws it up the floor for Withers, and intercepting that one was Heath Faree. Up the floor now with it is Condor. He gets it stripped away. Evan Bennett, who's back on the floor, takes it away for the Panthers. And now it's Murphy with it into the front court left side. Takes it to the free throw line. Step
nice
back.
fake.
What a move there.
He
Missed
missed
the
it.
shot off the back of the rim. Bennett offensive rebound. Goes back up with it. Off the glass and in for his first points of the night.
Nice little baby hook almost there.
Murphy missing, but Bennett cashing in. 84-43. Three. Faree is feeling it now. Hits that one from the left wing. He's got 10. He's the third Rebel in double figures tonight. 84-46, 4:19 to go fourth quarter. This one all but over, but it is Seacat with it right wing, takes it toward the lane, misses the 10-footer from the right side. Rebound off of Faree out of bounds on the left baseline, and it'll be Panther basketball with 4:05 clock rolling. And the Panthers are just going to start clearing the bench. Murphy, Groover, and Withers all check out. We've got Dylan Johnson, Hayden Judy, and Bennett Likes on the floor. Judy, of course, a sophomore, 6 foot. 3 varsity points in 5 prior games. Dylan Johnson, 5'11 sophomore on the wing, no points in 2 prior games. And then Beckett Likes 4 points in 2 games, 5'10 freshman. To correct the record, he did score his first varsity points at Paoli last Friday in relief. And we've got a stoppage here. I think it's a timeout from the Panthers. Or are they going to sub? They're going to sub one more guy in there, and they're going to sub Brock Pritchard in there. He's a 6'4 freshman. Beckett now has 4 points. The 2 points he had against Brownstown, his first 2 career points at home as a varsity player. Brock Pritchard, his third game, no points, 1 rebound and a steal coming in. So inbound will come to Hayden Judy. He'll get it on the right side, drive it out to the corner, and then he draws a foul on the Rebels. This one will be on Heath Faree. That'll be his 4th. Team's second of the quarter. We're down to 3 minutes to go here in this 4th and final frame here from Rebel Gym in Elizabeth. 84-46 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Judy will inbound it to Hunter Seacat, who controls it out there at the right side volleyball line. Hunter drives it by Hobbs, gets inside, contact, no call. Rebound to Weston Maley, who's back out there for the Rebels. Out to the corner, 3, spins in for Garrett Wilson on that left side. Wilson scores his 16th point of the night. The lead is down to 35 at 84-49. It is Seacat with it. Front court to Beckett Likes, right wing. Drives it across the key. Gives it out to Judy. Left corner, drives baseline. Can't get the shot to go. Evan Bennett got the offensive rebound and drew contact. So Hayden Judy not able to connect on his drive with 2:13 left here in the 4th. A foul on the Rebels. And not seeing who the foul was on here, but the Rebels are going to clear their bench. Maddox Weatherford, the senior at forward, is in. No points in 1 other game this year. It'll be Wilson, Hobbs, Reeser, and Condor, who all, I don't think Condor went to the bench. I don't think he did, actually. Also have Camden Kuiper out there for the Rebels. He's a freshman at forward. Played in the JV game. Oh, there's a nice cut by Bennett. And how about Beckett Likes finding him on the back door right side. Bennett's got 4 all of a sudden. 86-49 with 1:40 to go here in the 4th. Controlling it out front is Dallas Hess. Goes to Shane with it on the left side. Shane takes it up top, drives it, kicks it out to Jason Smith, the junior. 3. Hess missing that one left corner. Rebound to the Panthers. It's Pritchard bringing it up the floor, left side, bounces it into the middle to Beckett Likes. The Rebels also have mentioned Weatherford. Here's a three. Johnson missing that right corner. Rebound tipped, and Shane, or Kuiper, I should say, comes down with it. I don't know why I was thinking Shane there. But it is, in fact, Kuiper who gets it. Now it's Jason Smith with it, short corner left side. Cross court to Kuiper for a three off the heel of the rim from the right arc. He does run down his own rebound, got it away from Beckett Likes. Tried to go baseline to Maddox Weatherford. It went out of bounds. 50 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. So we got Maddox Weatherford. Will Archibald is also out there, is he? Maybe not. I know Hess is out there. And they got Smith. Yep, it is a drive and a missed shot. Beckett Likes tried to get his own rebound. Ball got knocked out to Evan Bennett and then stolen away from the Panthers. The Rebels have it. So, yeah, it's actually Will Archibald who's back out there with Kuiper, Weatherford, Smith, and Hess. Hess gets it left corner out to Smith on the wing. Back to the corner to Dallas Hess on the left side. Up to the wing to Smith. Final 15 seconds. On the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, and a drive, a foul going to be called with 9 seconds to go. And it'll be on the Panthers. I think it's going to be on Johnson. The final 3 seconds will run out, and that'll do it. Corydon Central going to walk out of here with a resounding victory. First time they have won here in 6 years over the South Central Rebels after losing by 32 years ago and losing 65-57 4 years ago. Panthers come in here and get their first win since 2020 over the South Central Rebels. 22 wins in the last 24 meetings over the Rebels after the victory tonight on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Corydon Central eases by their school corporation rival by a final of 86-49, again on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Well, we'll head into our Davis Crushstone postgame show. On the other side of the break, we'll have final stats and analysis. We'll also talk to head coach Joseph Hinton about tonight's victory for this Panther team here on the road. Very balanced effort for Corydon in this game tonight. We'll also tell you what we got coming up tomorrow night. Girls basketball sectional semifinal over at Charlestown with the North Harrison Lady Cats. And then we'll kind of preview what's coming up on Saturday with our schedule as well. Corydon Central over South Central tonight on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, 86-49. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Well, it is just a matter of the team that was the older team, the more athletic team, and the more experienced team coming in against the young pups and showing them what it's like at times at the varsity level tonight. And for the second time in as many games after taking that pounding at Paoli 1 week ago on Friday, the Corydon Central Panthers have yet again put a running clock up on the board here, and this time they've done it on the road, making the drive down here to Elizabeth, roughly about 12 miles away from the Corydon Central High School campus. It's the first time in the last 3 meetings that the Panthers have won here in this building over South Central. And the Corydon Central Panthers have won 22 out of 24 in the series against the Rebels in recent memory. They go on to win this one tonight by a final score of 86-49 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. The Panthers now 15-4 overall on the season. South Central drops to 8-8. They are now at 500 after taking the loss tonight. And for the Rebels, they have now lost 3 of their last 4. And this was now, let's see, back-to-back home games. They beat Clarksville last Saturday night, 70-58, the final in that one. This is the midst of a 4-game home stretch they have right now. They'll be back here again for a matinee Saturday afternoon when they take on the Scottsburg Warriors. Then they will be off until the following Saturday. The Rebels on February 14th will welcome in the Cannleton Bulldogs. And then to round out the regular season, they will be at New Washington on Friday, February 20th. Before visiting the Hawks Nest in French Lick to take on Springs Valley on Saturday, February 21st. And then they'll wrap up regular season play against a new conference opponent, or at least an old one that's come back around after 23 years. The Eastern Musketeers will come down here to Elizabeth on Tuesday, February the 24th. For the Panthers, now 15-4, winners of 3 of their last 4. They are on the road Saturday. They'll visit the Austin Eagles. 1:30 tip-off for the varsity JV at 12 noon and a matinee matchup there. The Panthers will then travel to Eastern Pekin on Friday, February 13th. Next time we will see the Panthers will be in that game. We'll also be with the Panthers at home on Friday, February 20th when they host Silver Creek to wrap up conference play. And then on senior night, February 26th, the Panthers will take on the Springs Valley Blackhawks on Thursday, February 26th at home. We welcome you again to our Davis Crushstone postgame show this evening here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online, WKLO969.com, on our YouTube channel at WKLO 96.9, and on your Alexa. All you have to do is say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. Corydon Central with the resounding win tonight, and after the loss to Paoli, they've now won back-to-back contests. Got to be thrilled about the effort the last couple of games. Defensive effort was still there tonight for most of the night. The offense just got cooking at the right time. And once that happened, there just wasn't anything South Central could do. A little bit of a zone in the second quarter was really about the only thing that slowed down the Panthers. But if the Rebels were in man-to-man, it was a massive disadvantage, although the Panthers did start to solve that zone more in the third quarter, and it allowed them to extend that lead and really put this game away at the third quarter when they led by 40, which was their biggest lead of the night here on the road inside Rebel Gym. Let's take a look at the scoring and shooting as we wait for head coach Joseph Hinton to join us here in our Davis Crushstone postgame show here tonight from Elizabeth. We start with the Rebels. South Central had 5 guys score tonight. 3 of those guys ended up in double digits. Garrett Wilson, really nice player as a freshman. He ends up scoring 16 in this contest, had 8 in the first half, same in the second half. He made 2 triples in the second quarter, made 1 in the third, another 1 in the fourth, and he also had a couple other 2s as well. So Garrett Wilson ends up leading South Central tonight. He had a healthy 16 points in this win for this South Central team. And taking a look at the rest of the team here tonight, well, I'm missing a point somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where that might have happened. Try to go back to the third quarter and find that. I don't think that's it either. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Wilson with, 16 for him. At Condor making a 3. Let's see. Lucas Hobbs had 10 in this contest tonight. He had 5 in the third quarter. He made a 3 there in the first half of play. And then Hobbs able to knock down a pair of free throws on a technical because Jack Fessel went up for an alley-oop and kind of hung on the rim a little bit. So Hobbs ends up scoring 10 tonight for the South Central Rebels. Heath Faree ends up scoring 10 himself. He had 4 in the first quarter, a pair of 3s in the fourth. 10 for Faree tonight here at home. Talon Reeser, 6 points in the second quarter. He buried a triple there in the third. So he ends up scoring 9 points for the Rebels tonight. And in the meantime, Peyton Condor with a 3 there in the fourth quarter. He finishes his night with 3 points as the Rebels round out scoring that way. Dallas Hess and Weston Maley both saw time tonight. Quite a bit of time tonight. Did not score. Jason Smith, Will Archibald, Camden Kuiper and Maddox Weatherford all saw time tonight but did not score for the South Central Rebels here on their home court tonight. Somehow I've made a mistake of the score. I'll try to figure that out here in just a few moments. But for the time being, I have South Central making 15 out of 44 shots from the floor, good for 34%. They made 8 out of 20 shots in the second half and end up, again, 34% total from the field tonight. Three-point shooting was good in the second half. South Central was 3 of 9 over the first 2 quarters. They went 3 of 6 in the third, 4 out of 8 in the fourth, 7 out of 14 total through the final 2 quarters of play. And they end up shooting 10 out of 23 from behind the arc tonight, good for 43%. Free throw shooting, the Rebels were perfect. They end up going 8 out of 8 from the free throw line tonight here on their home court. On the other side for the Corydon Central Panthers here tonight, their leading scorer, Devin Murphy. He had 19 points. Devin had 10 in the first half. He knocked down a pair of treys in the third, one of which was a deep three. Then he made another one off of a step back in the fourth quarter. So Murphy ends up scoring 19 points to lead a very balanced effort. 6 Panthers in double figures, 7 total scorers tonight. The second leading scorer was Jack Fessel. He had 14 in this one. Jack had 10 in the first half, got a couple of baskets there in that third quarter. Both going down to the rim. He scores 14 tonight. 3 guys had 13 points apiece. Grant Lindemann, 5 points in the first quarter, 8 in the third. Made a couple of threes in that third with another 2. Lindemann had 13. JoJo McCarty scored 13. He had 4 in the first quarter, made a 3 in the second, then a basket on a 3-point play. He did not convert that in the third. However, he did knock down 4 out of 4 free throws. So JoJo with a double-double tonight. He had double-digit rebounds. He had 13 points tonight to go with Lindemann's 13. Hudson Withers, 13 for him, 5 in the first quarter, 5 in the third, a 3 and a pair of free throws for Withers, and then he knocked down a 3 in the fourth. So Hudson ends up scoring 13 tonight for Corydon Central. And then Ben Groover, the last of the 6 in double figures tonight. Ben scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 4 in the fourth quarter. He finishes his night with 10 points here on the road tonight. And then Evan Bennett, 2 baskets there in the fourth quarter, 1 on an offensive rebound. He scored 4 points tonight. Hunter Seacat saw some time tonight in 3 quarters of play. Hayden Judy, Dylan Johnson, Beckett Likes, and Brock Pritchard also got on the floor. None of those guys scored. The Panthers made 16 out of 33 shots over the final 2 quarters and shoot 33 out of 62 tonight for 53%. They are able to knock down 7 out of 13 from beyond the arc in the second half. 12 of 25 on the night for 48. And they were 6 out of 7 on free throws in the third quarter. No attempts in the fourth after going 2 out of 5 in the first half. They shoot 8 out of 12 on free throws tonight for 67%. Score by quarter real quick, 27-9 Panthers at the end of the first. They outscored the Rebels 14-12 in the second to take the lead at 41-21 by halftime. The Panthers exploded in the third quarter, outscoring the Rebels 31-11 to lead 72-32 heading into the fourth, where South Central outscored the Panthers by a tally of 17-14, making the final score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard 86-49. Corydon Central JV game also went to the Panthers tonight. Note that real quick as Cam Smith's bunch was able to win 63-33 here tonight. Joseph Hinton joins us now, head coach of the Panthers here in our Davis Crushstone postgame show. Panthers roll by 37 tonight, and great start by your guys early on. Jumped out to that 11-0 lead, established yourselves on the defensive end of the floor, and seemed like that was the springboard you needed to get things rolling and come out eventually with the win tonight.
Absolutely. It started on the defensive side. It started on making sure they didn't get any extra possessions. I thought we contested them really well. Did a lot of great things there in the beginning to kind of set the tone, and we knew how much they were pressuring us, so we ran the backdoor play there and got some energy going in the stands. And it was nice for these kids to come out and have a ball game like this, and definitely some things to be proud about.
Yeah, and obviously, South Central came out man-to-man against you guys. You took advantage of your matchups there and got off to that really nice lead, but then in the second quarter, they kind of made you guys go a little stagnant offensively. They played a lot of zone, and I thought it took your guys a few possessions to kind of get settled in with that, and once they did, they were able to do some nice things, but again, the defensive end held up really well.
Yeah, we wanted the game to be a little more clean than what it was. I felt like we got sped up there and definitely made some poor decisions here and there. It was kind of like we wanted it so bad that it was almost too much, is what it looked like. You know, you got to stay under control and you got to stay true to yourselves. I thought we lost that for a little bit there, called a timeout, talked about it. Guys bought in after that again. They just need a little rest there to relax, understand we've got to focus on what we do the best. And we do not need to fall into the trap of what the other team is looking for us to do. That was a good call by their coach to try to throw out something different to make us think a little bit. And our guys have to understand that we still need to catch the ball face up, fake a pass, make a pass. We don't need to put the ball on the ground immediately. I just thought we were going a little too fast there, a little out of control. We like putting points on the board. We like playing fast, but we want to stay away from being out of control.
Yeah, that's always the fine balance, isn't it? When you do play fast, you also want to be under control. Your guys have done that really well the last couple of games overall, and sometimes you get sped up and you start thinking, well, we're playing fast. Now let's see if we can play faster. And sometimes that just kind of throws you off the rhythm that you already had established there.
Well, it was clear that our boys wanted this game. It was clear that they wanted to win. They wanted the competition. They wanted to play one of their rivals tonight. You just got to understand that sometimes when you want something so much, you end up making some mistakes and doing some bad things.
Right.
And just stick true to what we are. And when we do that, we're a pretty tough ball team.
Well, and what was impressive, too, Joe, was the fact that you guys had so much balance offensively tonight. 6 guys in double figures tonight, ranging between 10 and 19 points out there, sharing the ball really well, good spacing on offense, got some good looks, may have forced a couple of shots here or there, but overall the offensive execution was pretty good tonight.
Oh, yeah, pretty proud of them, the way the ball was moving and what we were trying to do. We had a couple possessions here and there where we did definitely try to force some things. And, again, I think it's the emotion of the game. It's the situation that is brought about when we do play a rival like this, especially on the road. And we just got to understand, we want to show people our best product of basketball. And sometimes it's not always going to be as flashy as we may want it to be, but we got to be successful through and through with that. But overall, again, couldn't be more proud of the guys. They took care of business tonight. They did a lot of great things, and we just got to make sure that we keep moving forward from this. We got some tough opponents coming up, and we need to finish the season out strong.
And another thing that stood out, too, especially in the final 2 quarters, your guys did a great job crashing the offensive glass, getting second and third chances there, and were able to take advantage of some opportunities with that as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I thought we definitely took that to our advantage, beating them inside. I thought we held some steals really well tonight. I thought we attacked the offensive glass. When the shots aren't falling from the outside, you got to get something on the inside. And I think we had a pretty good spread on that tonight of getting some hustle plays on the inside, finishing through contact, and that really opened up the outside shooters as the game went on.
Well, and obviously the team looks like they're picking up confidence again, and I just want to spotlight JoJo McCarty. We got him for a double-double tonight with 13 points and 12 rebounds. Obviously, JoJo does so many different things for you guys, and as you've talked about with him, he just wants to help the team win in any way he can, but he's starting to get going offensively and continuing to crash the glass. It's great to see him be able to ingratiate himself more with the rest of the team in that way.
I just love to see it when kids start to get that confidence in their game and understand that they are capable of doing more. They're capable of doing more, and these guys need to understand that. JoJo's come a long way. The hustle has always been there. He's always been a glue guy, but just seeing kids really play within themselves and play confidently out there on the court, that's what you look for. You look to see these kids to grow. That's what coaching is about. It's not always about the wins and losses, but watching these kids grow into young men, their decision making, able to handle adversity, able to handle these situations that are brought about. That's huge. That's huge to watch them grow, and I'm just thankful to be a part of that. And I'm just lucky to also let these guys in my life, basically, is what I'm saying. I'm lucky as a coach to have these guys. They've helped me grow as well.
No question. Well, a great win tonight. Now you got a kind of a quick turnaround going into Saturday, matinee game on the road at Austin. Always a tough place to play at Harold Riggle Gymnasium against a team that's won 6 in a row and seems like they're playing really well right now.
Oh, guarantee. Those guys got some special players on their team. Jameson has got them playing extremely hard. They're definitely on a hot streak right now. With our goals and what we want throughout conference and the rest of the season, it's a must-win for us. It's a time that we really need to settle down and be ready to go. We got 1 day of practice. We practiced for them, for about a week and a half back in December. But with the snow and everything going on, so we know their personnel. They've gotten better. We're going to lock it in tomorrow when we get to the laboratory. We got to get back to work. We can celebrate tonight, but we got to put this in the back of our minds because we got to move forward. And we got a tough one coming up on Saturday.
Yep, and the Panthers, again, this is a matinee game. The JV will start at 12 noon, varsity around 1:30 Saturday. So if you're going to make the drive to Austin, just keep in mind that the JV game does start at 12 o'clock Saturday afternoon for the Panthers. And the next time we'll see the Panthers will be a week from tomorrow when they head to Eastern Pekin to take on the Musketeers. So, Joe, as always, appreciate the time and post-game. Congratulations on the win tonight. Safe travels home tonight and safe travels over to Austin and back on Saturday as well.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the coverage you guys do for us. It means a lot. And shout out to our Panther fans who've been coming throughout the season to support these boys. They truly deserve it, Lord. I just thankful for it all. And as always, go Panthers.
All right, Joseph Enton, head coach of the Corydon Central Panthers, with us here at our Davis Crushstone postgame show. The Panthers win it tonight, 86-49 over South Central in varsity play. JV game goes to Corydon 63-33 tonight, as well as Cam Smith's team bounces back from the loss to Brownstown on Saturday. Let's go over rebounds, turnovers, and assists. We'll take another break after that. Panthers win the rebounding tonight, 35-21 over the Rebels here on the road. Corydon Central 15 offensive rebounds, most of that coming in the second half, 9 of those 15 in the final 2 quarters. The Rebels had 21 rebounds, 5 of those on the offensive glass. And Talon Reeser, he was active tonight. He ends up scoring 9 points and grabbing 9 rebounds. 4 of his 9 rebounds were of the offensive variety tonight. Meantime, Garrett Wilson, 4 rebounds, all defensive for him. Lucas Hobbs and Dallas Hess both had 2 rebounds. Hobbs had 1 offensive rebound in that total tonight. Heath Faree, 1 rebound. Same for Weston Maley, Jason Smith, Will Archibald, and Camden Kuiper, all coming down with a rebound tonight for the Rebels. 21 total, 5 on the offensive glass. Real quick, we're going to say Garrett Wilson got a 3 there in that fourth quarter, so bump his total up a little bit to 17 points on the night. The Rebels end up 11 out of 24 from long distance, good for 46% tonight, as they go 4 out of 20 inside the arc tonight. But Wilson, 17, ends up leading South Central tonight in scoring. Back to the rebounding for the Panthers. 35 total, 15 offensive. JoJo McCarty mentioned his double-double, 13 points, 12 rebounds. He had 5 offensive rebounds in that total of 12 tonight. So JoJo did a great job, especially over the final 2 quarters on the boards tonight. Ben Gruber, 7 rebounds for him, 4 of those on the offensive glass. Devin Murphy, 5 rebounds, 1 offensive for him. 3 guys had 2 rebounds apiece. Hudson Withers, Hunter Seacat, and Evan Bennett. Evan had both of his rebounds on the offensive end tonight. Meantime, Hayden Judy, 1 rebound, and same for Grant Lindemann on the offensive end of the floor tonight. 35 rebounds, 15 offensive for the Panthers. They also did better than South Central in the turnover department. The Panthers had 8 turnovers, 6 in the first half, 2 in the second half tonight. The Rebels, 5 first half turnovers, 6 in the second half, for a total of 11 turnovers on the night. The Rebels had 8 assists on 15 made shots. Talon Reeser and Will Archibald dished out 2 assists apiece. Wilson, Hobbs, Faree, and Maley all had 1 assist apiece for the Rebels. The Panthers, 20 assists, shared the ball well, 33 made baskets tonight. Ben Gruber, 5 assists. He was the leader in that category. Jack Fessel and JoJo McCarty also dished out 4 assists. Devin Murphy, 3 assists for him. Grant Lindemann and Hudson Withers both had 2 assists tonight for the Panthers, who win it 86-49 over the South Central Rebels, avenging their loss last time here at Rebel Gym in Elizabeth 2 years ago by 30 points. They turn it completely around this time, 86-49 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. One more break, and then we'll come back and wrap things up tonight on our Davis Crushstone postgame show. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
At Harrison County Hospital, your health is their top priority. Dr. John Gonzaba and the entire team at General Surgery Associates are proud to expand their surgical expertise with 2 outstanding surgeons. Dr. Karen Johnson Burkhorst specializes in appendectomy, breast surgery, colonoscopy, gallbladder surgery, hernia repair, and minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Stephen Thomas focuses on wound care, skin cancers, diabetic foot issues, and more. Call 812-738-0177 today to schedule your appointment. Learn more at hchin.org.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Corydon Central rolling to wins tonight. JV wins 63-33 over South Central. The varsity with an 86-49 win over the Rebels. South Central now 8-8 on the season. Corydon Central 15-4. The Rebels back here at home Saturday. They'll take on the Scottsburg Warriors in a 12 noon JV start time. Varsity around 1:30. While the Panthers will travel east, in their case, northeast, to northern Scott County to Harold Riggle Gymnasium, where they will take on the Austin Eagles again at Harold Riggle Gymnasium, a newly refurbished facility. The JV will start at 12 noon for the Panthers at Austin on Saturday, while the varsity game will begin right after, right around 1:30. We will be back with the North Harrison boys on Saturday. They'll be at Brooks Memorial Gymnasium in Salem, taking on the Lions in a Mid-Southern Conference matchup. JV at 12 noon on Saturday with the varsity at 1:30 as we'll bring you North Harrison Cougar basketball against the Salem Lions here on 96.9 WKLO. Meanwhile, tomorrow night, our coverage of the 51st IHSAA Girls Basketball State Tournament marches on to the sectional semifinal round. The North Harrison Lady Cats will begin their postseason with a trip to the sectional championship game at stake. The Lady Cats are looking to shake an 8-game sectional losing streak against the Madison Lady Cubs. Of course, senior guard Juliana Davis, you heard about her on Tuesday night. She was spectacular in the Lady Cubs win over Corydon Central, 70-54, as Davis rolled up 36 points, actually 74-59, my apologies there. 36 points for Juliana Davis. She had more than adequate help with Miley McQuarrie scoring 12 points, 11 of those in the first half, and Kylie Montgomery 11 points, 9 in the third quarter. The Lady Cubs also made more than 50% of their shots and nailed 18 of 21 at the free throw line. Senior guard Grace Goldman has had a spectacular season for the Lady Cats and will need the lineup around her to rise to the occasion as the Lady Cats search for their first win in sectional since they won their last sectional championship over Charlestown in 2017. So join us for our Davis Crushed Stone pregame coverage tomorrow night. We'll get started as early as 7:15, but we could start around 7:20 or 7:25. So stay tuned to us there. We'll see how game 1 goes. Charlestown and Silver Creek will lead it off at 6, and then game 2 to follow right around 7:45. We'll come on air with our pregame coverage around 15 to 20 minutes prior to tip-off with North Harrison facing Madison at the Charlestown Sports Arena in Class 3A, Sectional 30 in the semifinals. And again, boys basketball coverage, North Harrison at Salem Saturday afternoon, JV at 12 noon, varsity around 1:30. Our pregame will start around 1:15 for Brooks Memorial Gymnasium on Saturday. In the meantime, we will wrap things up for the night. We'd like to thank all of our great sponsors for their support as always. Harrison County Hospital, Denny's Carpet, and Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services in Corydon. Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany, Vendor Lumber, First Harrison Bank, as well as Jiffy Tax Shack in Tazewell, Morgan's Auto Salvage in Paoli, and Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. Most of all, thanks to you for listening to our Corydon Central boys basketball broadcast tonight. Once again, the final score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, it was the Panthers rolling over the South Central Rebels 86-49. We thank you for listening to our broadcast and for listening to our postgame coverage presented by Davis Crushed Stone, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushed Stone at 812-347-2707. For our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton, saying have a great night from Rebel Gym on the campus of South Central Junior-Senior High School in the town of Elizabeth. Join us for girls basketball sectional coverage tomorrow night. It's North Harrison and Madison. Game 2 of the semifinals, Charlestown and Silver Creek at 6. With North Harrison and Madison to follow, we'll start with our Davis Crushstone pregame show about 15 to 20 minutes prior to tip-off from the Charlestown Sports Arena tomorrow night. And this reminder on the way out, keep your heads held high, love each other, be a light in your community, and may God bless America. Thanks again for tuning in to our broadcast tonight. You have been listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
This broadcast on Real Country 96.9 WKLO has been made possible by our incredible community sponsors: Davis Crushstone, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Denny's Carpet, First Harrison Bank, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center. Thanks for supporting local athletes, local schools, and local radio. This has been Real Country 96.9 WKLO, keeping